Hello everybody, this is Jacob from When You Me This here, and today we're going to be doing another purely just don't video. I know these videos aren't for everybody, but I just want to reiterate why the don't is so effective, is so consistent. This one's going to be different. People actually mentioned something close to what I had planned on showing here with the flat betting the don'ts and leaving the odds off, because the odds don't get paid 1-to-1 and the flat bet on the don't does. And so what we're going to do is we're going to go up one or down one based on winning or losing, right? So what we're going to do is I'm going to start with a $25 bet, and well, I don't even need the red chips, so let's just get 4 green chips here, or we'll just get 1 black chip. And what we're going to do is either, if we lose, we're going to go up to 50. But then let's say we're at 50 and we win, we're going to go back down to 25. So let's say we lose 3 in a row. Right? So we go from 25 to 50, 50 to 75, 75 to 100. If we won at 100, we're just going down to 75. And so this is like a +1, -1 system, where you're laddering up or down on the wins versus the losses. We're laddering down on the wins and up on the losses. A lot of people like to do this the other way, but I think on the don't, this is the way you should do it. I think when you're on the light side, you should do it the other way. But on the don't, I think you should do it this way, because the don't is essentially guaranteed to happen, right? A light side number is not, because the don't, once a point's set, the 7 is coming. Now, the point could come, but the don't is somewhat guaranteed to happen eventually. You could go, if you were laddering a 10, you could go 100 rolls without a 10 relatively easily, where you're not going to go 100 rolls without the don't winning. This is going to be very unusual. All right, so here we go. Coming out, and there's a 9. So the reason I like this +1, -1 system, +1 on the loss, -1 on the win, is because, you know, you're giving yourself a chance. And back-to-back 9s, I like that. Because this, if we just won all the flat bets, it would be a boring video. And what this does is it allows you not to play the martingale, where you're trapping yourself in one bet eventually. This way, it may take a little longer to get your money back sometimes if you had 4 or 5 losers. But if you had 2 winners in a row, you're probably going to have all your money back. And a 5. There we go. 3 deuce. The martingale traps all your money in one bet eventually. And I don't like that about the martingale. The martingale isn't a bad concept, isn't a bad system. Back-to-back 5s. So back-to-back 9s and back-to-back 5s. Very interesting. All right, so that was the $50 level. So instead of going to 100 here, we're just going to go to 75. So essentially, at this point, if we win, we would pay back what we've lost. And we just won on aces, okay? Now, the good thing about this is we're still trying to make money, right? $75 winner. So we don't just want to just not attack. And also what this does is this, if you're into like the frequency of the numbers, well, we've just had 2-point winners, so we're probably going to have a point loser. You know, I mean, the don't is very 50-50 prospect. Now, obviously, we just had a come out winner, which kind of indicates what we're just talking about. Right, there's a 4, so we got a good spot here, right? $50 bet on the 4 at 1-to-1, and there's the 7 out. So here we go. Now we're up $50. Now we're going to reduce back down to our quarter. Start the system over. So, you know, you could lose 4 or 5 times in a row and not be very deep into your bankroll. There's a 4-1-5. And then if you win twice, you probably got all your money back. So hopefully we see something like that in the next 20 or 30 rolls where we have a bunch of losers. That way we can see it work that way. 6-4-10. 7 out. I mean, obviously at the table, you probably don't want to do that. You would like it to be as easy as possible and just sit here and win a quarter at a time. I'm sure a lot of people would be fine with that. I would be fine with that. And, you know, you just play with a smaller profit goal when you play this way. You know, maybe you're looking for 100, 150 bucks. There's the 6. We're at $50, $75 in profit at this point. And there's the 9. My allergies are starting to mess with me. And hard 6. There we go. Got knocked off. All right. In this system, it's not terrible to get knocked off, right? You're essentially saying that I trust the game to stick to its true mechanism, the true probability of the point losing, and you're just making sure you're going to make money on it. And there's a 6, 5-1, right back on the 6. There we go. And a 9, 5-4. And a 5, 4-1. And aces in both places. We don't have that as a winner this time. It's all right though. And 6 knocked off. Knocked up the 6 twice. The 6 and 8 can really get you, man. When you're on the don't, it really can. And the 4 and 10 can get you because they trick you into putting a bunch of odds on it. The 4 and 10 tend to, you know, say, oh man, I'm 2-1. I'm going to put all these odds, and then bang. But then on the other side, I've won it a bunch of times doing that. So, you know, there is that. Oh, 7. All right, so we've lost this one too. So now from 75, we're just going to go to 100, guys. I'm not going to go to 150 or none of that. We're trusting that this don't is going to win a few times in a row as well. And it will, guys. There's a 12. It will. It's not always just going to lose. And a 10. There we go. 6-4. All right. Let's go. We need a winner. And a 6, 4 deuce. 4, 3, 7. Okay. So there we go. We're going to win $100. But now we're going to go down to 75. We're not going to go down to 25 or stay at 100. We're just going to go down to 75. And we're going to try to win again. If we win again, we'll have won 175 and only, you know, lost whatever we lost. And there's the 5, 3 deuce. And it's going to be a lot of this up and down, back and forth, right around even. That's why you should probably do a technique on your profit where you put your profit into your pocket. So every time you have a quarter or $50 over here, you should stick that in your pocket and just try to stay at $1,000 or whatever bankroll you're using. And then eventually you're going to reach into your pocket and there's going to be a bunch of chips there. That's all profit money. I do it with my wife at the table. I just move money over to her rack. And eventually, I just have a bunch of money over there. 6, 4, 10. All right, here we go. Oh, there's the 5. That's a knockoff. All right, so we're going to go up to 100 from 75. Just up or down 1 quarter. You could do it with $5 chips. You could do it with $100 chips, I guess, if you had that kind of money. And a yo. Oh, that's an ugly one. We're going to 125. And a 7. Ouch. This is the biggest hole in the strategy right here, the come out losers. Obviously, anytime you're playing a naked type of don't, the come out loser is where the brutality is, right? That's where the pain is. And there's a 5. That's where all the pain is. And a 7 out. Okay. Let's get our 150. We need to make a little run back here, right? You know, that's kind of, hey, let's get our money back. I'm going to rack up 175 there. We went down to 125. I don't know if I messed that up. Might be off a quarter one way or the other there. And a hard 10. Okay. some reason I thought we were at 175. Maybe we were just at 150. There's PSO right there. Just going to win 125. Probably mess that one up a little bit, but you guys get the gist. What's going on? All right, so right now, even with all those losses, guys, look, we have 400, 900. We're back to even. That's what I'm saying is that it's hard for this to lose, because when you do get the wins, it's bringing you right back generally. And there's a 7, so you know. But there is a lot of this back and forth around even stuff, and that was what I was talking about, doing something to lock in your profit in your pocket when you are making profit. And a 12. And a 6. Good. And that's going to be a part of this. You're going to probably have to have some kind of system like that if you want this to, you know, generate a little bit of money. This one's never going to generate a home run. Dang, hard 6. It's never going to generate, you know, a $5,000 or $10,000 day or something like that. It's just not built that way. But it's also never going to have the days where you lose that much. And you're going to be at the table forever with this style of play. There's a 10 the hard way, because it's really difficult for the game to beat you. And a 3, 1, 2, 3. We needed that on the first roll. 7 out. We're going to get our 150 there. Take it down to 125. So again, you know, we're only down $75 at this point. We get a winner here, you know, right back in it. And we did not. We got a 7. We're having a lot of these come out losers in this run of dice. And guys, that is the one hole in this. Remember, every strategy has a hole. So sometimes you're going to run into your hole early in your session. That doesn't mean it's going to stay that way. In a 4, we're kind of having a come out loser, and then we're getting the benefit of the 4 or the 10. It's kind of interesting, just the way the dice are rolling. In a 5, I'm not, you know, I'm way past in my life in craps. I'm way past like worrying about what numbers are rolling all the time. Like, I just know where it's gonna go. 1, 2, 3. Like, I know if a bad swing is right now a downswing, I know there's an upswing attached to it. There's a 7. I've just played so much that I've proven to myself that it goes up and down. So right now we are 4, 5, 8. I mean, we're only $50 down. It would seem like we were way down, right? But we're not. We're only $50 down. That first one was a 538, then a 235. Sorry, need to be calling these out. I know some of you guys just listen. And a 549 on the spinneroonie. And hard 4. Six tray 9. 314. Good thing we weren't on the floor with all them 4s, right? And we got knocked off. That was not a 7, guys. That was an 8. I rolled that and didn't mean to, but it happened. All right, going to 150. We haven't had any back-to-back don't winners for a couple shooters, which is kind of odd. There's a 538 again. Generally, you see runs where there isn't a point hit for 5 or 6 shooters. I mean, that's not unusual. 1, 2, 3, and we're getting our come out loser on the second roll, our come out winner on the second roll. That sucks. 6, 3, 9. When you roll that horn number that second roll, oh, that's a brutal way to play the dump. 6, 4, 10, and 7 out. So we're going back and forth here, which is fine. It's part of it. Eventually here we're going to have a run where 2 or 3 don'ts win. Maybe it's a come out winner and then 2 don't winners. That's going to happen, guys. It's just part of it. It's just part of how this works. And we got a 9, the 5, and the 4. All right, here we go. Maybe we get it right here. Maybe we win this one and it's all hunky-dory. 4, 3, 7. See, just like that. PSO now. Now we're going to win 125 there. So what do we got in the rack? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We're up $100. You know what I mean? That's how quickly this can work. Bang, we're up 10%. I know we had our down run. It seemed like we were getting our butts kicked, right? But we're actually up $100. So maybe you take it down here. You're happy with your 10% win, you know? Or maybe you say, okay, I'm going to rack this 10%. Let's see what chip racks you guys can see. Okay, so let's say we rack that 10%. And we go back to the bottom. We go back to the start, $25. This we put in our pocket. This was what I was talking about. Racking up, you know, and then going back to your $1,000 bankroll. Or $100, whatever kind of bankroll you're using. Whatever kind of units you're using. Aces, dang it, happened the second roll again where we would have had a winner. And 7. Okay, so bang, there's another quarter we win right there. Put that over there too. So now we're up 12.5% on the day. Think about that. If you got a 12.5% return every day on your stock market, on your market accounts, your whatever it is you use, 401, money market, whatever, you'd be thrilled. 12% a day? You'd be so happy. 437 PSO. Now you're at 15%. Obviously, you're betting a lot more money in the stock market, but as you can see, so we can rack that up. That's in our pocket, right? We're not going to use that money. We're just going to use the bankroll. The bankroll's our weapon. And that was a 6 deuce 8. Now it's a 6 4 10. But you guys are getting an idea of why this works. There's back-to-back 6 4 10s, cool. And why it's so consistent, because the don't is consistent. There's an 8 knockoff, that's fine. It's about, that was not a 7, guys, it was an 8. We're going to go to 50. It's because the don't itself is so consistent. That's why. The don't's going to do what the don't does. There's a come out 7. You know, the come out losers, they're going to do what they do. It's just the nature of the way craps works. Let's go to 75. That's what's going to happen. The game is built around the 7, so the 7 is going to come in order for the casino to have the game play in their favor. Now, when you play essentially with the casino, there's a hard 6. You're going to have those come in your favor, right? That's going to lose. We're going to be up to the $100 level. I think it's 3 losses in a row, right? Yeah, 4 losses in a row on that 7. Oh, here we go. We need a nice one. We're going to go to the 125 at our level. $6. I was hoping to get a come out winner there. We did not. We haven't had a come out winner in a while. We've got a bunch of come out losers. That's the nature of it, though. The second roll was the come out winner. It's funny how that keeps happening. Oh, 46. So this is that run, right? Like this is like a run of the light side where you got to just hang on. You got to trust what you're doing. Not everyone can do that, guys. 6 2 8. Not everyone can trust what they're doing, even though they've done it a million times at home. And there's a 5. And 7 out. Okay. We're going to win 150 there. Try to get all our money back. Go down to 125 on the bet. All right, so where are we at? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're only down a little bit, right? And I'm not talking about what's in our pocket. Hard 8, square pair. Square pair. One of the PSOs would be nice. We did not get it. 6 tray 9. 4, 3, 7. That's a PPSO. Third roll. All right, collect our 125, go down to 100, and voila, we are back. All right, we got 800, 900. We're only down 100. Goes both ways, the winners and the losers. 5, 1, 6. It was on that 1 on the wall, but the wall knocked it over to the 5. That kind of sucks. That'd have been a fun come out winner right there. 5, 3, 8. Let's go. 3, 1, 4. Let's do it. 7 out. Again, you're playing against the table, as people say. A lot of people aren't going to like it. It is what it is. I mean, let's get this in green chips. Go down to our $75 level. Rack that sucker up. So we're at $9.25 in the rack, 75 on the boards. We're back to even. We're just at a $75 bet on even. Still got our 150 in our pocket. But again, you can come and go. You know, you already got money. If you wanted to get up here, you didn't want to go through the roller coaster again, take off and come out 7. So it's just all the process of this. It's gonna break even most times. You're gonna have plenty of opportunities to leave up, to leave in the profit. It just depends on how greedy you want to be. If you're not going to be very greedy, you're going to win a lot. 4, 3, 7 PSO, kind of a PSO. There was a come out winner, so not exactly a PSO. Let's go to 75. $10 the hard way. See if we can win this 10. 6, 3, 9. 5, deuce 7. All right, $75 winner. That's going to be enough. I mean, I've went back and forth showing you guys this enough. You understand what's going on. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's our original 1,000. This is all our profit money over here. What did we end up winning? 100. 250 bucks. Simple up and down laddering on the don't, trusting that the game is going to do what the game is supposed to do. It's really not as crazy as you know, as it may have looked. Like the bets were going so bad, they really weren't. It was just the downswing, and then you saw at the end here we had the upswing. You know, the upswing turned it all right around. And guys, I know it's hard for a lot, especially newer players that haven't probably experienced much winning, that to understand that this is going to happen. Like it's not even really questionable that these swings on the don't, especially, you're going to win some, you're going to lose some, and it's going to stay really close to 50-50. It's the way it works. So with the little ladder involved, it's allowing you to generate the profit when you need to maintain the bankroll and to collect a little money. So again, guys, these last couple of videos I've been harping on the don't. It's been all don't, and the reason is because I think I need to get back out there how important the don't is to play for players. If you want to sustain success, if you don't want to just every now and then catch that really good one, and that's why you're going to play, you're just going to keep throwing bankrolls at it until you have that one great day that evens you out. That's fine, play that way. But if you want to be sustained success and you want to win most times when you go to the casino, you really need to incorporate the don't into your game. And you can play the other bets along with the don't. That's what's so great about the don't. So anyways, guys, thank you for your time. It's Jacob from Wager Me This.